We've spent like the last hour trying to calibrate this TV. Whoops. Okay, well, having an issue here.
What's going on?
Just a problem. It's okay. I'm gonna move this.
More money, more problems?
No. I don't think that's even true. I think if you have more money, you have less problems.
I think if you have more money, you have more problems.
Really? So if you're homeless, you have less problems?
Yep.
But if you're Elon Musk, you have more?
Yeah.
I think I can agree with that. I can get behind that.
Yeah. See? He has a hard life. We need to have sympathy for him.
I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people dehumanize people just because they have money. And they're, like, angry at the world that they don't have money.
Right. So we need to kill them.
That's true. That's 100% true.
We need to plant a guillotine outside their house.
I agree with that. Guillotine gate. So, if there is any problem at all with the color...
What's wrong with the color?
In the recording. Wait a minute. I spent the last hour and a half fixing colors.
Oh.
Am I a person of color now? Because I fixed this TV?
I think so. I think that's how it works.
Oh, cool. Also, do people who get the Darkhold in Doctor Strange get to say the N-word? I'm just asking. Or do they have to? It's like the Sorcerer Supreme.
Well, is that why Sinister Strange works so hard to get the Darkhold?
Yeah, he's like,
ooh.
Of course I have it. I have it right here.
Okay, let's see.
Sinister Strange, do you know which variant of us has said the N-word the most? Why, of course I know him. He is me. No, dude, I don't know, bro. I'm just annoyed it took so long to fix this, and even now, to me, I'm just saying to me,
okay,
the TV screen looks a little dark. Not the recording.
That's offensive.
Shut up. I'm a person of color, I can say that.
Well, you don't have the Darkhold.
No, did you know technically black people aren't black? Because it's just the colors that you reflect, like the skin colors that you reflect. So technically white people are the blackest. Have you ever thought about that?
I have not thought about that. Where on the availability of the N-word pass does this give me, though?
Well, say it and find out.
I like how that's like the logic. Like, can I say the N-word? Say it and find out.
Yeah, it's like a mystery.
Ooh, a mystery.
It's like Knives Out, except it's like guns out because you said a bad word.
Ooh. Whoa, what the heck?
Do you think it sends a bad message?
What?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
I just want your opinion.
Yes, actually.
Oh, I was going to say that we don't legalize being a map. So you shouldn't have answered that.
Do not answer for me. I've already legalized that. That is perfectly acceptable with me.
Do you think that as soon as that happened on Twitter, the Dora writers were like, oh no, because they made a whole song. I'm the map, I'm the map.
Okay, what do we have?
Well, we have like Cupid's like gay. I was gonna say babies, not gabies. I don't know what happened.
What were you saying?
I was trying to say Cupid's babies, but for some reason I was thinking about how it's Gay Pride Month because you mentioned earlier African American History Month or whatever, and I was like, oh, it's Gay Pride Month, and I was thinking about that right now because I have ADHD. So I was like, hey, it's gabies.
Well, you know, like those things when people like have babies, but what are they called? Like babies or something?
What?
Where they don't want to like give them a gender and they'll let like their kid decide when they grow up.
Oh, I just call them elves.
Babies. You call them elves?
Yeah, because I figure it's kind of like Santa's elves, where like it doesn't matter anything around them, just they do their job. They're Santa's elves.
Right, but gabies are when you have a child that's born and you as a parent have decided that they're gay. They're gabies.
You know what's funny? People do that.
Yes. Well, of course I know. He is me. So, is there a video game that you can think of where the deal...
Replay.
Okay, dang it.
Sorry, what? I just thought of the first game I could
think of. Well, that was the question. Is there a video game you could think of?
Oh, yes, Replay.
Okay, cool.
Next question? Wait, do you not know that game? That's a real game.
No, I know. I'm just... I was trying to think of a joke, and then since I couldn't think of one, I just came at a loss for words, so...
Oh, you should have just pretended you were offended. At least somebody would have sided with you. Somebody would have been like, yeah, me too. How dare you reference that?
Cut to me playing it every night.
On the PC. Installing mods.
Well, I would install like 100 mods.
No, a game I can think of that what? Is better than Rayplay? No. But if you have another question...
Okay, follow-up question, since obviously that's not the answer. Is there a game you can think of where the DLC to that game is either just as good or better than the original game? Because I have one.
Yeah, I do actually as well.
The Undead Nightmare from the original Red Dead.
I disagree.
I think it's just as good. It is really cool.
I think it's really good, but the problem is it also locked off a lot of different areas, and it doesn't really give you that many things for rewards. But yes, it's a very good DLC. Maybe it's... My problem is that you're comparing something so huge in scope to something a lot smaller.
Right. I just think the... Now, I should preface this by saying I've never played through both from start to finish, but I've played both.
And you're gonna play through them.
I am gonna play through them, but I just think the Undead Nightmare added so much to that world that to me, the base game of the original Red Dead is really cool. Mm-hmm. But then the Undead Nightmare did something that I thought was amazing. Like, it took the entire map and literally made it zombie-themed. And they added, like, so much features into it that it's basically, like, its own fun game.
Well, and I'm not trying to be like the, well, actually guy.
Well, actually.
Like, I think it's great. My only thing with Undead Nightmare is that it's also extremely repetitive because it's kind of like Fallout 4 where your settlements just get attacked every time you turn your head.
Right.
Like, every other time you, like, even take a 2-minute break from the game, all of your towns are being attacked by zombies again, and you have to go and guard them all again. And... Look, I love it. I do love it, but I just wish that the Undead Nightmare was slightly less repetitive. What I had been hoping for, and I knew I wasn't going to get it, okay, because I'm not stupid. I had been hoping that we would have gotten a better Undead Nightmare, like even better.
From Red Dead 2?
Yes. But then I was like, oh wait, this company doesn't care about single player anymore. They just care about shark cards and bullshit, so we're never getting that.
Right.
Which I'm so tired of. They crafted, like with that game, GTA 4, GTA 5, even Bully. Like back in those eras of gaming, they were crafting some of the best single player games ever. Mm-hmm. And now it's just like, oh, well, you know, there's a lot to do. But
have you checked out our multiplayer?
Yeah. And basically what happens is if you are someone who's like us, where it's like, oh, I love this. Can I get this car in single player too to play around? No.
Right.
Oh, can I get this outfit in single player? No. Oh, can I get an arcade in single player? No. Basically anything you ask, it's like, oh, sorry, that doesn't work for single player.
Right.
And you're just like, okay, well, right. I thought this whole franchise was designed around single player.
No, we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. That made me so mad. To answer your question, though, about a better DLC than the base game, I actually do have one.
Okay.
It is the Doctor Who Cloned Me for Duke Nukem Forever. I'm not memeing on you here. Duke Nukem Forever. I am one of the few people who finds that game fun. It's bad, but I think it's fun. But then they like went back and actually made like a mini campaign that's like probably, I don't know, 4 hours or something, that's very direct, plays well, actually has a fun Duke Nukem story for like old fans of that franchise. And that was the add-on, and everybody agrees, hey, at least the Doctor Who Cloned Me is like better than the game. Like
so they added this in like well after the game came out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a full-on DLC story expansion for an FPS game.
Huh.
Which, by the way, is something I wish we'd see more of. Like, can you imagine if for Call of Duty you could pay like $10 and get like a full-on expansion for like the Modern Warfare campaign, and it's good and it's like 3 more levels, kind of like what they used to do with Spec Ops missions.
That'd be awesome.
Stuff like that. Now it's just like, yeah, no, you don't get anything. Sorry.
Game's dead.
Game's dead.
We're over it.
You have to play it for an hour. The best part is you could go on Opera and play one of my videos on here while you do it.
Is that what you suggested the computer? Hey, why did you take my laptop?
No.
Oh, looks like it's already open to YouTube.
No, that's not why I suggested it. Not at all. If you want to make a new account, I hear it'll make it work better.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's... The problem is there's a lot of really good DLCs out there. Like, I think, like, the Fallout games have fantastic DLCs, but... Whoa, why did Elson go quieter? Okay.
What?
The game, like, went quieter for some reason.
Is it good?
Now it went back to normal.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like, I think the Fallout games have fantastic DLCs, but I don't think I would label any Fallout DLC that's as good or better than the original.
No.
Like, at best, it's like, this was really good.
Yeah. You know, one problem, I'm over here now, that's why I'm talking louder. I'm looking at my games. One problem with Fallout is that those DLCs almost make it a complete game.
Right.
You know what? I have one.
Okay.
The Dragonborn DLC, I think it's called, for Skyrim.
It was just as good as the base game?
I think it was, yeah. It added an entirely new area, a whole new island with tons of stuff on it. It had just a boatload of things to do, new quests, new spells, new powers. It had a new villain that tied into the main story really well, because you actually end up fighting a previous Dragonborn.
Okay.
So that's kind of what it's about, because you know the Dragonborn is like the person born with dragon blood, and it happens every so often.
Right.
And the person you play as in this game is supposed to be the last Dragonborn. Like, you are the specific... You don't want to get this, by the way. Hit circle. You don't want to make your cards premium, actually. It's bad.
Why?
You only want to do it for summon cards and certain cards, because premium cards don't reload when you reload your deck.
Oh. But they're premium.
Right. I know. That it's deceptive, isn't it? So you want to do it for certain cards in slates and stuff. You don't want to just do it willy-nilly for any card. But I was going to say with that, I think that it has a really, really good story, world. It combined like the best parts of Elder Scrolls Morrowind, which was Elder Scrolls 3 with Skyrim. It has tons of unique armor sets, different things to do. They even added in new materials to mine. And so, like, there will be, like, ores that are just totally unique and plants that are totally unique to this island.
Huh.
And you can make new potions and everything.
It's like Minecraft?
Yeah, it's a huge expansion. It's probably... I don't know if I'd say it's the biggest Bethesda ever did, but it's one of them. I mean, the expansion itself... I want to see how much it is. I think there's like 40 hours of content in that expansion.
Wow.
How much content is in Elder Scrolls Dragonborn DLC?
Oh, we don't have one of these room keys.
There is a main story that consists of 7 quests, which are long, an additional 28 side quests. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's basically like a whole new questline and narrative, and it added in new mechanics and everything. I was trying to find out how much it added in, but yeah, there were new types of enemies even, armor, location, weapons, NPCs. Oh yeah, it added the ability to tame and ride dragons.
That's awesome.
Yep. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's hard to find how many hours of... How long / much content does Dragonborn have?
Well, also, I think a game like Skyrim, when you say, like, well, how many hours is this? It kind of just is whatever you want it to be, because the game's so huge and there's so much you can do for busy work, too.
This person was saying that if you want to mess around, have fun, do all the side quests, do all of, like, explore the locations, explore the new dungeons, by the way, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It can add up to 80 hours to the game. So it is a pretty substantial thing, especially, by the way, since if you think about it, unless you're a completionist, you probably didn't go everywhere on the mainland, so really the way that you'll probably do it is you'll explore a ton of, Solstheim, that area, in the Dragonborn DLC. Then you'll probably go back to the mainland for a while and mess around with some of the new weapons and spells and stuff you got from Solstheim, and then you'll go back to Solstheim and vice versa, kind of traveling back and forth.
Yeah.
And that really added to it too, because it really works as an expansion, but also if you just load it in, I mean, you can't do this, but it's almost its own game. Like,
right.
it almost operates as a mini sequel to Skyrim's main story, which I think is really, really cool. If I remember correctly, Dawnguard adds like 30 to 40 hours of stuff if you want it to. Mm-hmm. But that, like, the Dragonborn DLC, not to like just fanboy over it for 10 minutes, but it was really worth the price. And it added new houses you could get in Solstheim, too, so you could have new player houses and stuff.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I mean, Skyrim's got a lot of glitches and problems, but it is still, like, one of the most robust games, like, out there to date.
Right.
You know? Honestly, I'm not even looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6, because to me, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I refuse to let it be better than 5, but I'm just like, I don't know if you can really live up to what they did.
Right. Well, from what I've heard about Skyrim, because I've also never played that, from what I've heard about Skyrim, it just seems like the game is so huge, like me, and so immersive, like me, that it's just hard to really live up to that standard anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Breath of the Wild, like
right.
How they're making 2.
Yeah, it's like the first game was so good.
Yeah.
How do you live up to that?
Were there any other games you could think of that had? Because Fable 2 has some really good DLCs. That was one I thought of. And
right.
Fable 1...
Were they as good or better, though?
That's the problem, is they basically just enhance the main game and make the main game way better.
Oh.
But, like, they don't really operate as their own thing. Mm-hmm. The problem with what you're asking is I almost feel like you have to answer in a way with, like, something that works as its own game. In a way,
right.
Too, which most things don't.
Yeah, I mean, I had thought through the, like, Assassin's Creed games, which does have some pretty good DLC.
Bonfire of Vanities.
I forgot about that.
Huh? Where'd you come from? Don't tell me you guys finished the penis. Prelims.
You have to sound like Danny DeVito.
We sure did, and now we want to go for the cup. You're not grabbing my cup. You came to the right place. Not that you stand a chance against Hearse.
Hearse. Why not? I don't know his place.
2 words. You ain't heroes. You're wrong.
Yeah, he said 3 words.
Choking on Phil's prelims. Exactly, but that's not the point. How can we prove we're heroes unless you give us a chance? What about my uncle? Did you give him a chance? Did you? He's right, Phil. They cleared the prelims. I think they deserve a shot.
Why don't they just say preliminaries?
You got a point there, Hearse. But still, his name's Hearse.
Okay.
Of course, we could always cancel the games. What are you, Phil? Are you a little bitch? Are you going to cancel the games? Cancel them? What for?
They said the N-word 15 years ago.
Oh, no. Old Phil's prelim course was so hard no one else could finish it. Is that right? Well, if you let us compete, you won't have to cancel the games. How about it? Philosaurus Rex?
Nice. ...
Phil
Collins.
Okay, you got me over a barrel and you've got your wiener in me. So fine. Here's how it works, kid. It's Sora, not Sid.
Nice.
Thanks. Sure, Sid. Since your team and Hercules are the only contenders. No, they're not. Do 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 do. I don't know what the music is. I had my headphones up.
That was the music from this game.
Yeah, I know, but like, is that the music it's playing or no?
No, don't you have your? Oh, you don't have your headphones.
I took it out for a minute.
Oh, it's playing.
It makes me escape the game.
It's just playing a repeat of the Olympus Coliseum music.
The games have a new challenger. Name's Cloud. I drive a Challenger.
It's actually Claude.
The more the merrier. Oh, sorry, that's
It's Philoctetes.
Now the games will really be something to see. I'm looking forward to this. Don't expect me to pull any punches. Do you turn around like that where you jump?
I do,
That dog next door, everyone hates him. Everybody hates this dog.
Like everyone in the Let's Play channel? Or just people in the neighborhood?
Everyone in my neighborhood. The dog has tried to bite multiple people. One of my neighbors made a passing comment about someone should put the dog down. Everyone hates this dog.
Have you tried pulling out like a gun?
No, I haven't.
I mean, Castle Doctrine on him?
Let's give it our best. Okay, let's get this show going. But first, I gotta explain a few rules. Rule number 1, first one through the obstacle course wins. Rule 2, in the event of a tie, a battle will determine the winner.
Why you sound like George W. Bush?
Rule number 3, you can interfere with your opponents on the course.
Sounds like a mixture between George W. Bush and Barack Obama.
And finally, rule number 4, all challengers have to give it everything they got.
My favorite Obama meme is, there is no meme. Take off your clothes.
All right, enough with the spiel. Steven Spielberg playing this game. Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
On your marks, get set, go! I didn't want to do the voice.
I like how Cloud walked.
Yeah, because it's not worth his time or energy.
Right.
He's saving his energy for the fight.
Wait, why didn't we get to see that?
See what? They cut ahead.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Do 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 do.
You know, actually, that cutscene reminded me of another rant I kind of want to go on.
Oh no!
Kind of
today?
kind of a mini rant here.
Well, are we done talking about DLCs?
Well, we can. I just want to talk about this for a very brief second here.
Okay.
One of my biggest pet peeves in the entire world is when people try to sound cool by shortening words that they say.
Oh,
and,
you hate contractions?
And no. The biggest culprit for this is when people say, instead of saying guacamole, they're like, want some guac?
Well, some people don't try and sound cool. They're just trying to say guac.
Well, just say guacamole.
Okay.
Like, don't say guac.
So does it make you
Or
mad
like-
when I call you Nate?
I actually prefer Nathan, but
Okay, I've never
it's like
cared.
whatever.
Does it bother you that I'm the one person who's never cared and always called you Nate?
No. I mean, my wife calls me Nate.
Does that bother you?
Not really.
Does it make you angry?
No.
Do you think about killing her because of
I do, actually. Or like when in that cutscene when they're like, they finished the prelims. It's like, just say preliminaries.
Or you could say prelims.
But prelims sounds so stupid.
Okay, what do you say? Pre-cum or pre-cumosaurus rex?
I say that one. That's what I say.
Okay, that's a test. Alright, so we got the green one.
I'm glad I got that off my chest. Thank you.
Thank God. I was really upset today, and now I'm good.
So I'm a pre-cumosaurus rex.
I thought it was pretty good. Alright.
Gosh, that was nice of him to wait for us. He's not waiting. Remember rule number 3, you can interfere with your opponents on the course. I didn't remember that rule.
He's looking to narrow the field.
Wow, that was racist.
You can put that away. Your dick, too. I'm not looking for a fight with you, so keep moving.
I'm looking for Sephiroth.
I like Riddler?
What's big and huge and inside of you?
That's not
My
what Goofy's
dick.
saying.
See, he was waiting for us to catch up. Yuck.
I like the idea that...
Well, we've caught up. Let's take him up on his offer and keep going.
I like the idea that Riddler put that in the movie. I don't see a downside. Listen, are you sure? I'm not here for the cup. Just Hercules. Today he loses more than the competition.
Yes.
His virginity. You don't mean his virginity, but why? Do 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 do.
It actually is playing it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. This is business. Stay out of it. Go win your cup. I just made a joke about that. Do you realize what you're doing? Look at how low resolution my shirt is. Are you sure you can fight someone as low resolution as I?
Is he just wearing his normal, like, Final Fantasy VII outfit? It's just they decided to put a red cape on him and gave him, like, weird claws and that, like, weird sword?
You can interfere with your opponents, right? You're not the only one who wants to fight Hercules. They put a bandage around his sword, which I guess is supposed to be like a symbol wrapping your sword of like a dishonored warrior. Most of his outfit's the same. They gave him Vincent's glove, Vincent's cloak, and some cosmetics inspired by Vincent. I guess they had thought about... Okay, that cut out. At least that's the same. I guess they had thought about including Vincent or something and didn't. I don't know why. I kind of would have preferred they just gave Cloud his normal outfit and then just put Vincent in the game.
Yeah, me too. Well, and also, like, I was going to call him Ansem, but Aaron is in...
Orin. 2.
Aaron!
Well, okay, like... Sorry, I'll remember to reference President Jorge W. Bush later. This is hopefully not going to be a problem at all because we've been leveling up a ton.
You know, I'm going to be thinking about that for like the next year, by the way.
What? Jorge W. Bush? I didn't even need that.
Well, you know, you got it.
Oh no, this man card broke me. Said no one ever about anything, including this game. Okay, I just wasted that. I'm genuinely just trying to get through the fight as quick as possible. No one, the Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories master. Stop! This is how you play the game!
Why is Sakurai playing the game?
That was Miyamoto.
Why is Miyamoto playing the game?
You remember when he said, like, anyone who plays the game that way is a bitch?
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was, like,
remember
his most based moment.
Remember when he got mad at you because you beat Matt in Wii Sports, but you weren't supposed to? He's like, that's not how you're supposed to play the game.
I do. Matt, your brother?
No.
What Matt?
Matt, the character in Wii Sports.
Oh.
The, like, boxer guy that just beats the tar out of you all the time.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant your brother.
No.
Do. Cloud, where'd you go? Are you in the sky?
Hey, it's Jimmy.
Here, you get Jiminy.
I don't want Jimmy.
Come on.
He's heading for the finish line. We better go after him. It is I, Jimmy.
Right.
I'm gonna jump in your pants again, Sora.
Jimmy, get back in there. I'm not done.
Jimmy, I was about 5 seconds from finishing. Now
Jimmy,
you're gonna have to start
my
over.
Keyblade.